If you're a small streamer and you feel like you're stuck and you're just not making any progress and you're just grinding to the 0, 1, 2 viewers that you have, you're not alone. In this video, I'm gonna explain the problem that everyone's facing, the current solution that's working right now, and how you're gonna be able to get ahead of 99% of other streamers without being smarter or luckier. So let's jump into it like one of those bouncy houses. I don't think they really allow anyone over the age of 10. That's dumb. The reason why you're not seeing progress as a streamer these days is that it's not really you. The entire system that you used to be able to grow on Twitch and other platforms is broken. Because let's say you wanted to play a game like, let's go with Pokemon. With just this specific Pokemon game, look at all of the different people that you're competing with. And you're just hoping that someone's gonna scroll through and find you because there's really no discoverability system built on Twitch and other live streaming platforms. So you get lost in the mess, even if you have a really good stream. Most of you know that you should be creating clips on other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube because these are websites that actually get you discovered. And you don't need millions of followers to actually get traffic. This is my TikTok. I have less than 15K, which really isn't a lot for TikTok. We've gotten 340K. We got 226K. We got 140K, 130K, 150K, 100K, 160K. On Instagram, we only have 5K followers, which really isn't a lot either. Yet we're still getting content that has 150,000 views. We have 413,000 views. And then on YouTube Shorts, we have almost 900K here, 550K, 200K, 160K, 170K. The list goes on and on. So once you realize that streaming organically is not going to grow your stream and you have to actually post clips on more discoverable platforms because that's literally what they're built for, to get you discovered, then that's the name of the game that's actually working right now. And I know this can seem super overwhelming. It can take a long time, especially when you don't know what you're doing at first, but that's why we have tools that help speed everything up. And one of my favorite tools is Nexus Clips, which also sponsored the short segment in the video, but I do actually use this for a lot of clips. The way that I use it is by signing in with Google at the beginning and then connecting your Twitch or YouTube account. Then you have two options. You can have them automatically find clips, which after you end your stream, they'll send you an email that looks like this, and you can click this button and it'll show you all the different clips it found from your stream. But I honestly prefer getting my own clips through OBS Replay Buffer, which I'll show you at the end of the video, and then hitting import clip over here, and then dragging and dropping my clip that I took during my stream because I know it's a good clip. When you import the clip at first, you're gonna see a lot of stuff on the screen that's a little overwhelming, but we're gonna break it down. So the first thing we wanna do is pause the video. So this, we're gonna hit the pause button, and then we're gonna drag this little zoom out all the way to the left so we can see everything on our timeline down here. So then now I'm going to drag this all the way to the left, and this is going to be the beginning of the clip, and this is where we're going to start editing everything. What we want to do is look down, is see this is our full video right here. So really you want to go and trim this to the best of your ability and trim out any of the unnecessary BS that's going to be on there. So I'm going to cut here, delete the rest of this, and now we have a nice short little 9-second clip. So now we're going to go and click on the framing option. So we have the full screen. So if we're doing IRL stuff, you could just stick with this, but I think to make it a little more interesting, I'm actually going to split it to upper face cam, and then I'm going to drag the AKA face cam or whatever to be the chat. So then now you can see the preview right here, and then now I'm going to actually drag this to be my face because this is where the action is happening. But you see all this other stuff on the screen too. So we'll go to the sticker, and this is essentially where you're going to advertise your stream. So if I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, whatever I want to promote, this is where you can put that sticker, and then we want to click and drag on the sticker to show where it's going to be. And then maybe I want to do this purple one. I think that looks a little cooler. And if you don't want it, you can scroll up and then turn off show sticker. That's also fine. We're going to go to the hook, and then we're going to make a little catchy phrase to hook in our viewer because that's the most important part of the clip. So I came up with this. It says, "Why does chat do this to me?" Crying face. And that's just basically going to spark curiosity in our viewer to make them wonder what the heck is even going on. It's kind of like an unsolved mystery for them to find out. And to give you guys context, I'm eating the spicy bean boozled, but I have literally a mouthful of them, so it's really spicy. So if we wanted, we can even give more context and do something like, "Chat wants my butthole to burn," but that also might get flagged on TikTok or somewhere else, so you might want to switch that up. And then now we want to do probably the most important part besides the hook, and that's subtitles. And literally it does it all for us. We're just going to hit generate subtitles, give it a couple seconds. Now you can see the subtitles have been added right here on the timeline, so we'll go to where they're added, and then we're going to pick what style we want. But then when you're done doing all of your edits, we're going to hit the share button in the top right. Then you're going to be able to download it, or you can connect your Twitch or YouTube account to automatically upload from there. And by using this editing suite, it's going to save us so much freaking time, which will allow us to actually post a couple of shorts per week or even day without getting burnt out, because this is doing all of the heavy lifting for us, which is going to allow us to be a lot more consistent, which is the name of the game. So if you want to check out Nexus Clips for yourself, I'm going to leave a discount code down below me that you can check it out, and it's also going to be linked in the description below too. So now that we know that growing organically on Twitch and Kick and other platforms is virtually impossible, and now we know that we need to create clips in order to get discovered on other platforms, platforms. Now we need to face the harsh truth, and this is where 99% of people get screwed, and that's being able to figure out how we can get our clips to get views. Because without views and traffic, then we're not going to be able to funnel that over to our streams. And the frustrating part for streamers is that this is a content creation skill set, because streaming and content creation are different. So everything you've learned as a streamer doesn't exactly apply to content creation, and you need to learn good content creation skills in order to make clips and shorts that will actually stand out and get views. And so this is a very broad and big topic, which I've created an entire chapter in my Ultimate Streamers Bootcamp with a shoot ton of videos as well as guides in order to actually talk about the best way to make shorts and funnel them over to your streams and how we can make them effective as possible. And the bootcamp does a huge deep dive and gives you private access to our Discord where you can ask me questions and network with other experienced streamers. So if you're interested in that, you can check out my free streamers masterclass, which is linked in the description down below and pretty much in my bio everywhere. But since we don't have hours of time for this video, I'm just going to scratch the surface and give you some useful tips you can apply today. For creating short form clips, which is ultimately going to be our vessel to get traffic to our streams, there's multiple different ways that you can make a good short that's actually going to get views. And to go over a couple, you can make value type shorts, which is usually a guide, a tutorial, or teaching your viewers something. So if you're playing Pokemon, you can make guides on like the best starting team in order to get through the first couple gyms. Or if you're playing Fortnite, you can go over the best guns and the new updates. Basically a short video that's going to teach your viewers something. And the benefits to that is that people are actively looking for that information, so it's a lot easier to get views on your content because people are actually wanting to watch it instead of trying to convince them to watch a funny clip that happened during your stream. Another format, which is right above my head, is going to be a news or update format. So if we click on this one, and this will be covering literally news or updates surrounding your topic. So once again, if you're playing Fortnite, maybe the Fortnitemares update, you could talk about all the new things in it and secrets that happened that other people don't know. Or if you're a Nintendo content creator, you can cover different new games that are coming out or releases, because people always love new things, so they're enticed to want to watch because they don't want to be left out of the loop. And then another type of short that gets views are viral meme formats, like this video right here. If I click on that one, you'll see reasons why I don't buy ViewBots, and then it says the joke, I don't know where to buy them, haha. And the reason why this is a viral format is because I was doom scrolling on Instagram, as I do, and I came across this video and it said reasons why I don't use steroids from a bodybuilder, and then it said one, I don't know where to get them. And so I'm like, okay, I can do the Ludwig method, which is yoink and twist, which is you take that viral meme format and you fit it to your niche. So in this case, I said reasons why I don't buy ViewBots, because ViewBots were trending and popular at the time. It was like an update that Twitch was banning ViewBots, which also kind of fits into the news/updates format, which is dope because this is double dipping. And then also goes, I don't know where to buy them, because you guys don't have to reinvent the wheel when you're using this format, because there are multiple meme formats and viral formats that you can literally just copy and paste, but twist it to your own niche. So once again, if you're in the Fortnite niche, you could literally be like, reasons why I don't buy aimbots. One, I don't know where to get them. It's literally that simple. And the reason why people like these is because they're short, to the point, punchy joke, quick laugh, and they can share with their friends, which makes them really good for getting traffic. And then another format is original funny content. For example, if we do this one, I came up with the script and everything. So if I click on it, it says POV, your first time streaming. I was like, okay, I thought this would be funny and relatable. And so basically my joke that I thought was that, hey, like everyone starts streaming, they're super excited, like it's gonna go great, no problems whatsoever. And so it's like, all right, hour one, still no viewers, but we're having fun. Hour two, still no viewers, but we're having fun, blah, blah. Hour three, someone comes into the chat and says that your mic's been muted this whole time. And the reason why this is funny is because it's relatable, because for majority of our first streams ever, there's always some problem that goes wrong. And I know that after streaming for 8+ years. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make a funny joke around that. And it really resonated with a lot of people, which enforces them to want to share it with their friends who've also had that problem before. So finding a problem that everybody has and making jokes about it is a really great way to get more organic traffic, because it helps people relate to it. So you could twist this idea and be like, okay, I'm a Fortnite streamer or Fortnite content creator, and you can have POV, your first time dropping in Tilted Towers, or whatever city is like the most condensed and you just absolutely get railed as soon as you land. You can make a joke around that. It's gotta be a little creative, not a lot of creative, just a little creative. And so these are just a couple of different formats that you can use to actually start getting views on your content. And then once you start actually getting views on your content, what I've noticed to be the most successful in funneling them over is multi-streaming on those platforms along with your main platform that you want to grow on. So for example, when I go live on TikTok and Twitch at the same time, I'm getting a lot of new viewers show up to my live streams on my TikTok because they're getting funneled in automatically because they've watched my TikTok TikToks before. And so if you just want to grow as a streamer, you're done, right? Because I'm growing my TikTok live streams perfectly. But if for whatever case you want to grow on Twitch specifically or Kick, during those live streams, I always like to mention, hey, the better viewing experience is over on Twitch or Kick, whatever you're trying to grow on, and that you should join us here because you have all the alerts, you have everything here, whereas the TikTok live stream is more basic. And doing that literally has gotten me so many more followers and viewers on Twitch just by doing simple CTAs, call to actions, to funnel over your live viewers to your Twitch channel. And so literally then you just rinse and repeat the same process. You start making better TikToks that get more views, people watch those TikToks, they get funneled into your TikTok live streams, and then you funnel them over to Twitch, Kick, whatever you want to do. And honestly, you don't even have to funnel them to Twitch or Kick if you don't care, because you literally have live viewers watching you do whatever on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. So funneling over to Twitch is literally an extra step, which is up for you to decide if you want to do. Either way, it's okay because you're growing as a streamer either way. And like I mentioned before, I really like using the OBS replay buffer to capture my clips live when I'm streaming because it just makes it so much more gosh darn efficient. So if you want to do the same, then you can watch this video to the side of me. It's going to save you literally hours and hairs getting pulled out of your head. So give that video a watch. My name's Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.